All right, gonna do my monthly prediction for. I typically do it on euro, but I'm gonna switch it up a bit. Do dollar yen. So looking at the weekly chart, dollar yen starting to trend downwards. Now let's look at the monthly view. Yeah, a little bit of a downtrend. Not a little bit, but a lot of bit of a downtrend on UJ. So what's my prediction for this month? Further downside. Now let me explain. Whoops. Let's go to the daily. Actually, let's do the weekly. Okay, what do I see? So working on the insider price, we come up with multiple points of confidence. You can see all the rejection along this trend line that works on the insider price. You can see we rejected off it plenty of times and continuing downside, literally just bam, bam, bam on UJ. Excuse me. So it's been in kind of a really pronounced range, and I just think it's going for further, and I mean further downside pressure. Now let's look at daily, and you can see our nice rejection off of our inner trend line, and it's just been nothing but hammering it to the downside. Now let's see what else we can come up with here. Okay, so when this line that works on the insider price broke, so it held up for a little bit, get tap here, a little bit of a rejection, but then continuation here. But you can see it toyed between these two lines that work on the insider price for quite a while, and eventually, and you can see that this indicates what? It indicates to me that buyers and sellers are both here in this area. Someone's going to win. And it looks like the sellers have actually taken over. Targets. Yeah, for targets, we'll look at the weekly. Here, rectangle. At some point, I think UJ is going to come for this low. Could be this month, but just thinking logically, of course, we're going to get a pullback in this area because you can see that we have rejected buyers numerous times, but up here we've rejected sellers numerous times here. But I do believe that we're going to see some continued downside pressure on UJ. This is possibly UJ's target right here, this low, right? We'll probably get some consolidation around this low, retest and break. Now let's look at a 4-hour view. So same thing, and man, look at this break of this line here. And it broke with a classic supply pattern. Drop, base, drop, right? And again, we don't need zones to see that. If you know how to work on the insider price, you can extend this line out and anticipate it, literally anticipate it. So I'm gonna remove this, go with something more local. There. Points here, here. Yeah, very nice downward sloping price action on UJ. So the reason that we're getting upside pressure now is if you work on the insider price right here, you come up with this. So there's intention right now, but again, you have to break through this. And again, I don't see this being a problem. I don't see UJ really breaking this, but again, it's the market is dynamic, doesn't care what I think. But again, if this inner trend line breaks, I'd be looking to get short, because this would be a key level, in my opinion, for UJ to go short. But we can also come up with, there's numerous points here. You can just extend this out. And again, toy with this on your chart. And this would have been a beautiful entry to short UJ on a whole too. So again, we can probably come up here and reject if we do break this, because it's not going to be hard. If UJ wants to break this, again, UJ can, right? It can, because it's not going to be hard to break this. But if we do break this, I would anticipate maybe price coming back up, and I don't think it'll reject just flat off of this line here. It'll probably come up, then come back down, retest, then test here, break, retest, and go. That is my thoughts on UJ. Again, tons of proof that, again, the dollar is just fundamentally crap right now, and no one in their right mind is buying the dollar at the moment, right? For one, we didn't raise rates on the FOMC decision on yesterday. So again, we'll probably we're seeing repositioning, in my opinion. And with that repositioning, I would look to position where the big guys are looking to position. Anywho, that's my prediction on UJ. I think it's going to go to the downside. Again, we have confluence areas to take trades off of. And again, if it closes beneath this level here, I'd say it's going to just go down from here. But if it bounces off of, quick lesson, you got to work. You can't work with trading. Don't work with the obvious points, right? Work with the not so obvious points, because they tend to give you way better, and I mean way better confluence, right? If we close above this, we might see some upside, right? But if we close below this, I think we see continued downside, and maybe a touch off of this demand line here, maybe a touch off of this supply line here. So we'll see what happens, but I do think UJ continues to go in the tank. Guys, hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Found it informative. Yeah, take it easy.